his very last article was called, he titled it A Requiem to Oslo. He said Oslo is not a peace process, the Oslo Agreement, Israel is not one piece, Rabin does not want peace, and so on. And so he was right. As we know today, Oslo led to where we are today. So that was that experience, or these two experiences, I should say, back to back. When you're able to really understand what you're seeing, and you're able to analyze and understand the process that is taking place, especially on an issue like this, where everybody is willfully looking the other way. It's very liberating, because then you meet people who are like-minded, people who also have the ability to see and to analyze the reality and to understand, where we are going and where we could be going, if people would pay attention, if others would pay attention. And so I've made alliances and friendships with wonderful people throughout the years, both Palestinians, or I should say mostly Palestinians, but people around the world who are advocates for justice in Palestine. And justice will inevitably lead to peace. So it's been that's how it's been. I mean, it's been a process, and again, it's the journey never stops. The understanding and the gaining a better understanding of Palestine, what Palestine was, what Palestine could be, what Palestine is currently, the different realities that exist in different parts of Palestine because of this strange creation, this strange apartheid system that Israel established. The life for Palestinians is very similar, but it's particular in every different region, by design. And so understanding, getting a good grasp of what that is, it helps to get a good grasp of how we move forward if we want to resolve this, if we want to see the end of the violence against the Palestinian people. There is a solution that's very, very clear. And to have that insight, you have to have the ability to know what is happening on the ground and to have like a clear mind so you can really view it, understand it, and accept it. So I had to really break my ties with my past in terms of my thinking, some acquaintances, and so on. And so in order to do that, but it's a personally, of course, I mean, it's tragic, it's painful because of what is happening to my Palestinian brothers and sisters, but personally, it was very rewarding and liberating. Like you say, first of all, understanding that there's a process of genocide taking place and seeing it that way is, of course, very painful. It's horrifying. Personally, whenever a Palestinian friend is beaten, arrested, a child of theirs is arrested, I've got several friends whose beautiful young children who I've known since they were little and now young men and women are arrested constantly and beaten and tortured. And the people, obviously it's more painful, people that I know in Gaza that I haven't heard from in months. I don't know if they're dead or alive. People who I know personally, who I've been in touch with, who I've been, talking to and working with and so on. It's a constant, via dolorosa. It's a constant, the kind of path of tears, a path of torture, which is why I decided to dedicate myself to ending it for forever, through a political solution. The only way we end this tragedy is through a political solution that guarantees the safety, the security, the life of Palestinians. There's no other way to end it, and it has to be done without delay. It has to be done in a way that is uncompromising whatsoever. It has to be done in a way that does not allow for any kind of legitimacy of the arguments of the other side. And of course, we're facing a pretty tough uphill battle, albeit today, things are loosening up, but very little. It's still not affecting the boardrooms and the halls of power where decisions and policy are being made. So that to that end, now that's why I'm here in Washington D.C., dedicating myself to that, to pushing forward a clear political idea, and then a strategy that will bring us to this final solution, final political resolution of the genocide. There isn't a difference. The difference is in me now that I'm seeing it. That's the difference. I don't believe that Israeli society has turned more to the right or left or in any direction whatsoever. The Israeli society and the state of Israel have been marching very clearly in a single direction the entire time since before Israel was established. I mean, it's a racist, genocidal ideology that produced the racist ideology access into Gaza through Rafah. The problem is the existence of this genocidal, racist regime that has taken over Palestine.
Hi, Miko.
Hey, how are you?
When you're ready, I'm ready.
I am ready.
Okay, cool. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Unapologetic. Today, joining me is Miko Peled. Miko, hi, how are you doing?
Good to be with you. How are you?
Thank you so much. Miko Peled,